Good afternoon. Wanted to share a little bit. I've been working with a particular one of my team of experts who helps to move the energy around in my body. And it's very intentional grounding work and helps me to really have a much stronger awareness of myself. And so, as I am doing my work, I am bringing you the opportunity to do your work. It's a process and a journey that we're on. I want you to know that we're not reaching a destination. We're on a journey, and it's an ever-evolving, transformative daily journey. I think it's important to say that because our culture and our upbringing, our parents, everybody, just the system has worked really hard to focus you on making goals and hitting goals and attaining X, Y, and Z, right? Attaining a college education, attaining a job, attaining making certain amounts of money, marriage, relationship, kids, all of the check boxes that we have been oriented and trained toward, to accomplish, to achieve. And it's an interesting thing to get just short of halfway through life, right? Typically at this midway point in living and wonder, what's next? What is the next 40 years ahead of me? What does it look like? What does it feel like? There isn't the same level of achieving and the same drive behind it for me right now. Like, I got to that point where I was like, no, I'm not going to continue working at the level of energy that I have given to the first 40 years. So I really just hit a very clear limit with myself. I expended so much energy. I still expend a lot of energy, but it was energy that was in this mindset and in this output of so hard. And the realization sometime before 40, a few years into, at the end of my 30s, realizing I can't keep giving this level of energy for the next 40. I roughly have in mind, like, I'm living till 80 something, and like post 80, I hope it's like post 80 in my mind, I'm in a hammock and being like super chill. So I feel like the next 40, I need like a plan, right? I mean, I need a plan. I want a plan. I want a new plan. That really is the cool thing. And I want to share my journey and my experience as I am doing that work to get more clear with the plan for the next 40. Because I want you to have the opportunity to recognize you too can have a different plan than what we were trained and conditioned for in the first 40. So I could keep going the second 40, working so hard and hitting the achievement markers. I just don't want to. I just hit a wall of realization. I want to pursue it coming easier. I want to pursue an easier flow in my second 40. I want to experience myself with joy and excitement and this feeling of being alive. I want to experience other people in the same way. I want to have as much of that energy as possible in the second 40. And unfortunately, the systems and the methods that I was using the first 40 do not promote ease and relaxation and enjoyment. They promote working hard, expending a lot of energy, and feeling tired and unproductive, strangely busy and seemingly very productive, and yet strangely feeling like, what have I done? So that kind of summarizes my first 40, right? Getting to the end of the 40 and being like, is this it? Is this what I worked so hard to do, to get to? Now what? And I want you to know the very same thing. So I see you working so hard. And I see you with the mindset that you have to continue to work so hard and give so much. It's how we were trained and conditioned to give so much. And I want you to know it actually doesn't have to be that hard. Now, the thing is like, I know it in my being because I've experienced a shift in my entire way of doing things to being more in my being energy. And I am continually in search and in learning of how to accomplish that, how to execute the ease and generate that in every area of my life. And so I'm offering that to you, the awareness, the learning, the possibilities, as you are watching me go through it, to know that I'm right here for you, to be able to guide you and show you how to make that shift, that big transition from the busy achiever into a person that feels so comfortable in their own skin, so comfortable in their own life, that they wake up in the morning with this sense of eagerness and wonder and excitement and feeling alive. So I know you're thinking, to some degree, several different objections, several different reasons why you can't. I know. I was just there a hot minute ago. And those thoughts still come up. They're not completely gone. They're still there. I just have a whole different set of way of managing them and contending with them and sorting them through. At the end of the day, there's a lot of sorting things through and getting clear and growing the evidence of what it is I want to be, who it is I want to be. And so I want you to know it's a process. It's a process. We've learned a certain way to be for 40 years. So we're not going to just unlearn it all in a hot minute. It's going to take time and probably working it out over the next 40. But I got to tell you, in the last couple of years, I have let go of so much. I am so much farther ahead than I thought I would be of being able to be this new relaxed version of myself. And it's most definitely still a process, and I have a whole team of experts that help me every day. So I want you to know loud and clear, this belief that we've grown up with that you have to do it alone is bullshit. It's not even possible to do it alone. And for those of you that are still struggling with that belief that you are doing it alone, you're not. None of us are. You're not doing it alone. You might think that you're doing it alone, but the reality is you're not. You love learning. You love growing. And it's just natural for you to be gathering in a team of experts. You already have a team of experts. You may just not realize it yet. You may think you should have it figured out by now. I know that feeling really well. And I still struggle with that feeling. It's a natural part of experiencing who we are right now and who we are in general as being human, that we have been trained and conditioned to think we should already have it figured out. I have given myself the permission to not have it figured out for the next 40 years. I've actually just given myself permission to not have to have it figured out for the next 40 years. It's super freeing. And I want to offer that to you as well. You have that opportunity to simply accept, I'm not going to have it figured out for the next 40 years. And that's okay. It's actually kind of exciting and offers a whole new world of opportunity to not have to have it figured out, to actually just be on the adventure in the stage of exploration for the next 40 years. So I wanted you to know those couple of things. Primarily, you don't have to keep working so hard. It can come easier. It's a process, it's a journey to go through, but you absolutely can wake up to a life that you love, that you feel excited and intrigued and curious by. And for you to know that you don't have to figure it out alone, because the reality is you're already not alone. For one, you're watching me right now. For two, I want you to think about those people that are already right there in your life. You have a whole team of experts right at your fingertips. You just have to see them. And we need to get really clear. You need to get really clear on, are they experts that you need right now? Do you have the right experts? That is definitely a process to sift through them and sort out which ones you need with you right now and who makes the most sense to have with you. And those that don't, those naysayers and those judgers and criticizers, you probably need to give them up. You do need to give them up. It takes time, and it takes a moment to say, thank you, you've done me well, and right now I need to not have you in my life. And that's okay to do also. It's actually extremely empowering to do. And you can give yourself permission, I'm giving you permission, to weed them out and let them go. Set a time period. Can you let them go for a day, a week, just to get you started? All right. So I wanted to just pop out a little bit of that information. So many things that I just got awareness of and wanted to eagerly share them with you. So we will keep on the journey together, and I will talk with you soon. In the meantime, go do that thing you most want to be doing right now.